With
As Nigeria marks its 58th independence anniversary, we will look at the effect on terrorism and insecurity on the nation's teeming youth population. Our correspondent, Amadine Uyi, brings us this report.
With about 200 million in population, Nigeria's population has grown astronomically in the last 2 decades. According to the National Bureau of Statistics 2012 National Youth Survey, youths between the ages of 18 to 35 years is now estimated to be about 52.2 million. While Nigeria celebrates its 58th independence anniversary, experts think the government has not taken advantage of this large demography.
We have the population, we have the youth, but we are not channeling positively. Anytime you hear about people dying in the Mediterranean Sea, these are waste of resources we have.
Some think this should be blamed for the increase in terrorism-related cases and insecurity around the country.
When you see riot is going on, the youth, when you talk about political talks, the youth, then when you also check those who are the receiving end of the violence and crime, it's also the youth.
If you do not channel the energies of those very youthful and that very vibrant population, then those energies are definitely going to get channeled into areas that undermine the security of the country. And we can see that manifesting in the various flashpoints we have in the country: the Niger Delta militancy, the IPOB agitations in the southeast. These are driven in the main by alienated youths who do not seem to be connected to the system because the system has not really planned for them, has not created opportunities enough for them. And so you have a spillover of all of the issues we are seeing in terms of insecurity.
A look at the 2015 Global Terrorism Index, a study which looks at the impact of terrorism in 162 countries worldwide, reveals that Nigeria now ranks third after only Iraq and Afghanistan. The report says Nigeria experienced its largest increase in terrorism-related deaths in 2014, a vice largely perpetrated by youths. It also reveals that the total number of deaths from terrorism increased by 80% in the same year when compared to its previous year in 2013. Experts highlight factors responsible for youth involvement in these vices.
What causes it? Most times joblessness, idleness, and ignorance. When the youth are not educated, they can be gullible they can easily be brainwashed. They can be available for anything. And then when they're idle, they also are available to be used.
Nigeria has just emerged as a poverty capital of the world. The majority of the people who fall into that trap of poverty are young people, women, and many of those people who are vulnerable, already vulnerable, like people living with disability.
With available evidence presenting a sorry picture, there are some who are optimistic that Nigerian youths can reverse the trend.
It is time for them to go out there and make a living for themselves and not depend on anybody. The more you're acting as political talk or you're acting as a military man for another person, is the more you're mortgaging your future.
While the nation's security forces continue to battle insecurity and terrorism at the various theaters of violence across the country, it is hoped the federal government can harness the active youth population to more productive ventures. Amadine Uyi, Plus TV Africa.